How's it going, you guys? TheNamesJustB here. Welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about something that may interest you if you are a basketball head like I am. It's regarding the Coaches Challenge, which is this new rule that's going to be implemented into the NBA coming into the 2019-2020 season. I'm just going to break it down for you guys, make it simple, and then my opinions as to why I think it's a good idea and why it's a bad idea. So, without further ado, let me go get into it. But first, let me read exactly the key features for each one. I got it right here on my phone. So, for the Coaches Challenge, the key features, they include each team is entitled to one challenge in the game, regardless of whether the challenge is successful. 1. Keep that in mind. A team can use its challenge in the following instances: a called personal foul charged to its own team, a called out-of-bounds violation, or a called goaltending or basket interference violation. The team can use this challenge on a called personal foul at any point in the game. In the last 2 minutes of the fourth period or the last 2 minutes of overtime, a called out-of-bounds violation or called goaltending basket interference violation will not be challengeable and instead will be exclusively triggered by on-court referees. So that's on the last 2 minutes part of it. So now how to initiate it. So, to initiate a challenge, a team must immediately call a legal timeout and the head coach must immediately signal for a challenge by twirling his or her finger toward the referees, aka, the same motion you use for any sort of replay. If a team attempts to challenge an event with no remaining timeouts, the team is charged with an excessive timeout for which the penalty is a technical foul, and that's how it's always been. No matter what, if you call a timeout and you don't have one, that's a technical foul. If that happens, no challenge will take place. So if a team calls a timeout to challenge an event that may not be reviewed, the team will be charged a timeout but retain its challenge. And the last point, as with other replay reviews, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect. So, what does this mean for the NBA? Did you guys ever have a moment, probably last year or the year before that, where you felt that there was a play that should have been called? It was unfair. The referees are wearing, blinded glasses, covered glasses, tinted glasses for no reason. Or you feel that your team was wronged in some way. Because I know I did on multiple occasions last year. I think this is the NBA's way of basically trying to solve this issue where fans have been calling them out for bad refereeing, because that's basically what's been going on. The referees for the past couple of years have been trash. They've been complete and total trash on many occasions. There have been many times where games have been decided by one play, and that play has basically made or broken a team, and it's caused losses to teams that shouldn't have deserved those losses and wins to teams that shouldn't have deserved them, vice versa. I think that this is a good idea because it does give you that freedom as a coach to be able to say, hey, I really don't think that was a good call without getting a tech. Because in the past, if the coaches showed any emotion towards the refs, any negative emotion, it was an automatic tech and it was a free point to the other team, and that wasn't cool. There should be some freedom of expression, and I like that this is implemented. I mean, this should have been implemented a long time ago. I mean, American football has been doing it for a long time, and it's been working fine for them. So I feel like it's a good time for the NBA to integrate this rule. It's great. It's great on because teams are gonna be calling this, and there's gonna be vital plays down the stretch where there's traveling violations not called. I'm not calling out James Harden, but I'm calling out James Harden, and there's gonna be traveling violations on Giannis Antetokounmpo. I'm not calling him out, but I'm calling him out, and even LeBron James. But not just that exclusively. I mean, there's also gonna be times where I feel there's fouls that shouldn't have been called, and the challenge is going to be great. especially down the stretch. Now, let me tell you guys why I don't think that this is a good idea. The only drawback that I can see from this is that it's going to slow down the game. There's going to be a lot of instant replays, and there's going to be a lot of instances where maybe the coaches aren't going to be using this for the purpose intended, but just to stall the game or to give a pseudo timeout. So, because it's not a real timeout, to challenge plays that ultimately don't need to be challenged because they're obvious. That's the only thing that I can see being a negative on this part, because it seems like a great idea. It honestly is, but the pacing of the game might be slowed to a point where it's going to mess up the athletes. I know from a personal standpoint, if you're hot and you're ready to go, your muscles are going, and you've been sweating, and then all of a sudden the game stops, it's hard to get back into the rhythm of the game. So that's the only downside that I can see, really. And this is going to hold the refs, I feel, accountable for what they call. And it's going to be great for the NBA moving forward. Hopefully there's going to be less missed calls. Hopefully the refs are really going to get their shit together, because let's be honest, they haven't been the best. And yeah, as a Laker fan, as an NBA fan, as a basketball fan, I'm really happy. And I hope that this has been able to help you guys understand the rule, my opinions on it, and I'd love to see what you guys have to say about it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to inform you guys about this new rule, the NBA, the challenge. And if you guys have any questions, have any comments, leave them in the comment section below. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. The name's just B here, and I'm excited for the NBA season. I hope you guys are too, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.